welcome back. It's so good to see you. So, today we are going to be looking at a book that I got for Christmas last year. And I got it because I like true crime and stuff like that. And I thought that it would be interesting to look at together. And maybe you could pick out our next true crime. I don't know. I haven't done a true crime in forever. But it's really hard to find stories that other people haven't done a billion trillion times. But I mean, I guess people like the same stories just told from different point of views, maybe? I don't know. But I thought this would be an interesting book. And doesn't the cover look cool? I think it does. So we're just gonna flip through it just to see what this book is about, and if you see anything interesting, let me know. I'm thinking that I might start doing true crime again in the summer because I'll have more time, Okay, so let's see. This says the crime book. Big ideas simply explained. But I like how it has all these pictures and there are these I don't know if these are quotes or something from each story. I don't know. But it says at the time virtue was not one of my virtues. It's for the love of a man that I'm gonna have to die. Okay. You'll never believe it. They've stolen the train. When we do right, nobody remembers. When we do wrong, nobody forgets. That's true. I always felt like a poor chicken in a henhouse. I don't know what that means. I was on a train of lies. I couldn't jump off. The blood of maidens will keep her young. What does that even mean? You can't convict $1 million. I don't know about that. I was sick or evil or both. What's going on with this trash can? I will send you another bit of innards. What? Oh my gosh. Damnation seize my soul if I give you quarters. Okay? I just like to kill. I just like to kill. Okay? I think there's more in the back. Oh, there are. Okay, in Sicily there is a sect of thieves. The smoothest con man that ever lived. The fire becomes a mistress, a lover. I have seen a victim of many I have been a victim of many unusual and irrational thoughts. They were brave fellows. They were true men. Okay? People took their hats off to such a sum. It's all just one big lie. Insatiable and disgraceful lust for money. What's it say? It says, how did Jack the Ripper acquire his grisly name? Who sold the Eiffel Tower? How did D.B. Cooper pull off his audacious heist? This book answers these questions and more by exploring more than 100 of the world's most notorious cons, heists, and murders. Okay. Now, I've never opened the book, really, so I'm gonna have to push it down so it doesn't come flying back. Okay, so let's skip all this. Now I'm not gonna I can't actually read this, on the channel because copyright, but we can flip through it, right? Bandits, robbers, and arsonists. Let's see. Fathers of all treason. Thomas Blood, 1671. Whoa, this goes back some time. A civil obliging robber, John Nevison? Nevison? I don't know. 1676. My goodness. Damnation seize my soul if I give you quarters. Edward Blackbeard Teach. I like history and stuff too, so this is very interesting to me. Perks the butcher, Hares the thief, knocks the boy that buys the beef. What? What? Okay, yeah, so let me know if something is like, do you want to know about this? Because then I can like write my own story about it. Kind of like how I did with my true crime, where I do true crime, but then I tell it like it's a crazy story. Like, you're never gonna believe this. You know, I could do that and turn it into like a gossipy type of thing. They were brave fellows. They were true men. The James Younger Gang, 1866 to 1882. What? It's for the love of a man that I'm gonna have to die, Bonnie and Clyde. You'll never believe it. They've stolen the train. The Great Train Robbery, August 8th, 1963. What? How can you steal a train? I guess I'd have to read this to find out, but there's no way you could steal a train now, right? Everything is so, like, tracked and addicted to the thrill. Bill Mason, 1960s to 80s. To me, it is only so much scrap gold. The Thief of the World Cup, March 1966. Miss, you'd better look at that note. D.C. Cooper. Oh, this D.C. Cooper one is quite a long story. Without weapons, nor hatred, nor violence, I stole from the wealthy so I could live their lifestyle. Okay. I wonder if, like, did this guy get caught? I don't know. Sing of my deeds, tell of my combats, forgive my failings. Okay. The fire becomes a mistress, a lover. No, thank you. Fire's scary. Like, are they showing how to make like a little hand bomb thing? Okay. It was the perfect crime. Obviously not, since it's in the book. He was an expert in alarm systems. Weird and unbelievable, but it's a very real criminal case. Super weird, super unbelievable, but totally real. Old school London gents. The Hatton Garden heist. Con artists. Under the influence of bad counsels, I fell a martyr. The affair of the diamond necklace, 1785. People took their hats off to such scum. The Crawford inheritance. The smoothest conman that ever lived. The sale of the Eiffel Tower. This would be interesting. I would be very interested in reading this story. I don't know what that says. Demella's story rings with the high lunacy of Okay. If my work hangs in a museum long enough, it becomes real. I mean, yeah, that's true. It's not stealing because I'm only taking what they give me. I mean, that's true too. They inflated the raft and left the island. After that, nobody seems to know what happened. Escape from Alcatraz. Interesting. I think I saw this like on the History Channel or something, and they were like, most likely they were killed by sharks, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know. At the time, virtue was not one of my virtues. Frank Abagnale. Oh, this is the guy who they made the movie out of, right? He was only active from 1964 to 1969. What? Catch Me If You Can. Leonardo DiCaprio. That guy does not look anything like Leonardo DiCaprio. This guy played Leonardo DiCaprio too. Or the other way around. Leonardo DiCaprio played this guy. Howard Hughes. That was such a good movie. Oh, it's one of my favorites. I was on a train of lies. I couldn't jump off. Clifford Irving. Why is Howard Hughes there? I don't know. Maybe he conned Howard Hughes. Originally, I copied Hitler's life out of books, but later I began to feel I was Hitler. What? That sounds interesting. If this is not a ring in I'm not here. I don't know what that means. White collar crimes. Money has often been a cause of the delusion of multitudes. The Mississippi Scheme. Nothing is lost save honor. Black Friday gold scandal. The old game of robbing Peter to pay Paul. Charles Ponzi. Is that why, like, it's a Ponzi scheme? Like a pyramid? Is that where this came from? It looks definitely like that's where this came from. You can't convict $1 million. The Teapot Dome scandal. I have so many questions. I would like to read that as well. Citizens were dying. Right, left, and center. I cannot I don't know what that says. Oh, apparently it's quite a story. The world's biggest mugging. The City of London bonds theft. It's all just one big lie. Bernie Madoff. What is this? I've heard of that name. I don't know anything about it. This guy's apparently a whistleblower. I think I might have to pause the video soon because I'm pretty sure I hear a big garbage truck coming. But we'll see. Could just be some other truck. I know in my mind that I did nothing criminal. The Enron scandal. Oh my gosh, I remember when I was in high school, I worked at Garden Ridge. Sorry, I worked at Garden Ridge. And I don't think Garden Ridge even exists anymore because now it is the at-home store, which is totally nothing like Garden Ridge. Garden Ridge is, I wish they would bring Garden Ridge back. But I was a cashier at Garden Ridge, and I was checking this lady out, and she literally just started crying as she's putting the stuff on the little conveyor belt deal. She's crying, and I'm like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And she just lost it, and because her husband worked at Enron, and the whole Enron thing was going on, and they started laying off people like crazy, and her husband just got laid off, and she's at Garden Ridge buying craft supplies and stuff and crying because her husband just lost his job. what are you doing at Garden Ridge buying stuff? I didn't say that. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And like, she lost it. And she like, the way that the counter was, there was like this cut open. And I had came and stood right here, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And I put my hand on her shoulder, and she literally grabbed me and hugged me and just cried and cried. I felt so bad for this lady. I always wondered, like, what happened? Who was her husband? What happened? Like, obviously, I'm sure they're okay now, but, like, I actually saw the effects of Enron on somebody real, you know? It was crazy. Let's see, he put in peril the existence of the bank. Okay. Bribery was tolerated and rewarded. What? Okay. Not just nerdy kids up to a mischief in their parents' basement. The spy eye malware data theft. Okay. The irregularities go against everything Volkswagen stands for. The Volkswagen emission scandal. Like, what? What is going on there? Organized crime. That means mafia. Yikes. The most hazardous of all trades. That of the smuggler, the Hawkhurst gang, 1735 to 1749. I wonder if this is like one of the first organized gang crime people. In Sicily, there is a sect of thieves, the Sicilian Mafia, mid-1800s. Like, to me, it's crazy that there are real, like, the mafia is real. Like, it's just insane to me. Like, and you wouldn't think that it's anywhere where you live or whatever, but there's legit mafia stuff going on in Houston. Like, what? Crazy. They dare do anything. The triads? I don't know. Be interesting to read about. No more villainous ruffianly band was ever organized. I don't know what I just read. Prohibition has made nothing but trouble. The beer wars. Yeah. Prohibition was so stupid. Like, people are gonna do it anyway, you know? If the boss says a passing crow is white, you must agree. Okay. Yakuza? When we do right, nobody remembers. When we do wrong, nobody forgets. Hell's Angels. They were the best years of our lives, the Greys and the Richardsons. Is this about the Grey brothers? Oh, have you seen that movie? Oh, what was it called? It had Tom Hardy in it. It was about the Greys. What was the name of that movie? Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. Just look up Tom Hardy movies and the Greys. I wish I could remember the name, but it's one of my favorite movies, but I can never remember the name, and I don't know why. Let's see. All empires are created of fire and blood. The Medellin Cartel? I don't know what that is. It was always about business, never about gangs. Freeway Rick Ross, 1980 to 1995. When I hear Rick Ross, I think about that rapper guy. It's not the same guy, right? I don't think so, because I don't see his picture anywhere. Okay, kidnapping and extortion. Oh my gosh. What? He valued her less than old swords. The abduction of Pocahontas, 1613. That would be interesting, because I guarantee you Disney didn't put that in their movie. Marvelous real-life romance. The Tichborne Climate. I don't know what that says. And they've stolen our baby. The Lindbergh baby kidnapping. I've heard of it, but I don't really know the details about it. It's quite a story, though. My goodness, it just keeps going on and on. Maybe I should research that. Since Monday, I have fallen into the hands of kidnappers. The kidnapping of John Paul Getty III, 1973. I'm a coward. I didn't want to die. The kidnapping of Patty Hearst. I don't know that either. I still sleep with a nightlight. I can't ride a subway. The Chilla kidnapping? Okay. This seems like it's quite a story as well. I always felt like a poor chicken in a hen house. The kidnapping of Natasha Kampusch. I don't know what that says. Kampusch. Murder cases. Oh my goodness. Murder. An unusually clear case like a smoking gun. The Neanderthal murder. Oh my god, 430,000 years ago. Interesting. I wonder if this is the first case of murder ever. Perpetrated with the sword of justice. Jean Cass, 1761 though. I might have to do, because you know how I like to do like old ones, you know, because a lot of people don't do cases about that. Not guilty by reason of insanity. Daniel M. McNaught, 1843. Gave Catherine warning to leave. The dripping killer? 1879? Oh my gosh. I think I just found a bunch of cases that we have to do. Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks. Lizzie Borden, 1892. That would be an interesting case. But see, I think a lot of people do that. So, fingerprinting alone has proven to be both infallible and feasible. The Stratton brothers. Thank God it's over. The suspense has been too great. Dr. Crippen, 1910. I've never heard of any of these, except for the Lizzie Borden one. I was driven by a will that had taken the place of my own. Madame Kellogg's, 1914. She was very good looking with beautiful dark hair. The Black Dahlia murder. Oh my goodness. I've heard of this, but I've never actually read about it or anything like that. Maybe that would be an interesting case. The artist was so well informed on chemicals, it was frightening. What? Okay. I have been a victim of many unusual and irrational thoughts. The Texas Tower Massacre, 1866. What? I don't know what that is. Now is the time for Helter Skelter, the Manson family. Okay, I have a question, because I kind of know about Charles Manson and stuff, but like, what I don't understand is and maybe it's because I don't know anything about the case or whatever, but like, why was Charles Manson ever in prison? Because he never did anything. He never murdered a single person. He just basically, it's like telling someone like, hey, you should go kill that guy across the street. And then the person says, oh, okay, I'll go kill the guy across the street. And then they go kill the guy across the street. And the guy who told them to go do that goes to prison for murder, even though he didn't really do it. I mean, don't get me wrong, Charles Manson is crazy. Crazy. I've seen interviews and stuff with him, but like, I don't think he ever actually did any murdering. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should do the research, but I don't know. Like, I feel like he told these girls, go do it, and they were like, okay, and they went and did it. Am I wrong? Maybe I should read this. I don't know. A dingo got my baby. Okay, I don't know nothing about this story, but when I hear this, I can hear Elaine from Seinfeld saying, a dingo's got my baby. Do you know what I'm talking about? Please know what I'm talking about. I would like to read the story though, because I don't know nothing about it. The death of Azira Chamberlain, August 17th, 1980. I was Mr. Nobody until I killed the biggest somebody on earth. Murder of John Lennon. Who has sent you against me? Who has told you to do this thing? Murder of Roberto Calvi? I don't know this either. I don't know, like, hardly any of these. I was on death row and I was innocent. Kirk Bloodsworth, 1984. Did he get off death row? That would be, oh, I can see the Innocence Project. Oh my gosh, I think he got out. An act of unparalleled evil. The murder of James Bulger? I don't know. I have no idea what this is either. So many new cases for me. I'm afraid this man will kill me someday. Oh, Jay Simpson. Oh, yes. That is crazy. Okay. Foul play while in the spycraft store? What? What is this? I don't know. People are afraid and don't want to talk to us. The murders of Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff still going on with that, you know? Oh my goodness, serial killers. Serial killers are different than murderers. Okay, murdering people for sheer sport. I don't know what that says. Leo Pinkley, 144 to 121 BCE. Ugh, what? The said Dame Alice had a certain demon. Alice Keitler, 1324. I don't know this case either. What? Okay. The blood of maidens will keep her young. Elizabeth Bathory, 1585 to 1610. I have questions, and this would be interesting. Okay, I will send you another bit of innocence. I don't think that's ever going to be solved, you know. They'd rather be dead than be with me. Harvey Gladman. I've never heard of this either. I just like to kill. I just like to kill Ted Bundy. I mean, he was very honest whenever he did, you know, I guess he was honest after his cases, like before he was, no, he went to death row, but like before his execution, he was very honest about a lot of things. He still kept some things to himself, but I mean, he was very open and honest about a lot of things. Calculated, cruel, cold-blooded murders. Ian Brady and Mira Hendley. These people look familiar, but I don't know what this is. Maybe we could do it on them. More terrible than words can express. Fred and Rosemary West. I don't know these people either. I like this book because it's like filled with stuff that I don't know about. This is the Zodiac speaking. Zodiac killer. In his own eyes, he was some sort of medical god. Harold Shipman. I don't know who that is either. Interesting. A mistake of nature. I have no idea who this is either. Andre? I'm not even going to pronounce the last name. I was sick or evil or both. Jeffrey Dahmer. I just feel bad for Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, I've watched all the Jeffrey Dahmer movies. I've seen that. I think it was like Monster or whatever. The newest one, and I don't know. I feel like bad for Jeffrey Dahmer. Obviously, I feel bad for his victims too, but like, I feel like his parents were really messed up there, and if they would have been there for him, things could be different. I don't know. A danger to young women. Colin Pitchfork. Never heard of this. Oh, it's quite a story. Okay, read your ad. Let's talk about the possibilities. John Edward Robinson. I've never heard of this either. You have to help me pick. Assassination and political plots. Okay. Insatiable and disgraceful lust for money. The assassination of Pertinax. 193 CE. I don't know what that is. Murdering someone by craft. The Hashashin. I don't know what this is. Six Semper Tyrannis. The assassination of Abraham Lincoln. Okay. I always thought like the assassination of Abraham Lincoln would be boring. Okay. But on Apple TV, if you did not know, they have something. Oh, what is it called? Oh no, I forgot the name of the show. My brain is the worst. I can never remember people's names or the names of shows unless I actually write it down. I think it might be called like Manhunt or something, and it is about the assassination of Lincoln. And I was like, we'll see it, because I like history. You know, I really like history. You know, I was like, we'll see. It's something to watch. I've glued to it. Okay, I don't know why. It's so good. You should totally check that out. But shoot, I might need to read this. Okay, Dreyfus is innocent. I swear it. I stake my life on it. My honor. The Dreyfus Affair, 1894. I have no idea what this is. If they shed my blood, their hands will remain soiled. The assassination of Rasputin. I didn't know that Rasputin was assassinated. I don't really know nothing about Rasputin, so I don't know. There has to be more to it. The assassination of John F. Kennedy. Do not even get me started. Do not even get me started on this. You know, Kennedy, I'm obsessed with him, so. I kiss you for the last time. time. The abduction of Aldo Moro, March 16th, 1978. What? Barbarity was all around us. The kidnapping of Ingrid Betancourt. I don't know. Barbaric and ruthless. The poisoning of Alexander Litvinenko. I don't even know who this is. Oh, I guess it tells you about all of the cases or something. I don't know. We've got the index. So cool, so cool. Super cool. I'm sure this video was like mega boring, but like if it wasn't and you actually saw all the cases, like let me go to the what is this, table of contents or something? I don't know if you can even see it, but maybe screenshot it and then zoom in. Let me know what you want me to work on or do like a story time about, because there's a bunch of stuff in here that I've never heard of. Like, this is amazing. I'm very excited to get into this book. Anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.